Thank you, guys.
All right, Brian, thanks. Time right now for JS On Air. The Public Policy Forum released its annual census of the private school voucher program.
Now, that report shows enrollment is up, but it also reveals significant problems with resources in many of the schools. We're joined now by Erin Richards from the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. And, you know, this report helps us look at the progress of voucher students against MPS students. But how does it all compare?
Well, we've reported these test scores before, so this is data that this is a survey of data that we've talked about before, and we know that voucher students who are city students who are accepting a publicly funded voucher to attend a private school, we know that those students aren't doing any better than students in MPS, and in fact, in some cases, they're doing worse. It just depends on the grade and the subject. So this is still showing that there isn't significant progress in these schools, mostly because the kids look pretty much like the kids in MPS.
Let's talk about results versus cost for a second here. On a spending level, you're getting the similar results, and you're actually spending less money on the voucher students versus MPS students?
Exactly. So that's often what people that support this program will say, right? You're getting the same results, but at least you're getting it for less money. The problem with that argument, many say, is that this program was touted as a way to help kids that were in poor public schools or poor performing public schools get to a better school. So if they're not getting that better education, is it because there isn't enough funds in that voucher itself to let them have an art teacher and a specialist and a gym teacher? And that's where the discussion is now. Do we support these kids with more money, or is that still so controversial because people don't want to see this program get more money if it's not getting better results?
So I'm not sure you can answer this next question. When it comes to expanding the voucher programs, how does that report play into it? I guess it depends on what side of the aisle, you know, where you sit, because you can see pros and cons.
It does, absolutely. And that's part of why this program is so controversial. People can use numbers to show parts of data that look better for their program or the other. There is also a growing number of people that say, listen, we need to get away from focusing on sectors of schools and say, let's look at all the schools in this city, try to focus on the ones that are low performing, no matter if they're private or public, and do something about those schools and make sure all low income kids have adequate funding. And that's kind of where the discussion is, but the problem is there's still a lot of politics involved and a lot of controversy.
All right, Erin Richards, thanks for joining us this afternoon. You can read more about this at jsonline.com. We also have a link at our website, today'stmj4.com.